All right, it's Sunday. As you can tell by the mess, I'm either really messy or I'm making progress. It might be a little bit of both. What did I get done here? I got the toolbox mounted. I did the air tank, air compressor. Just waiting for one fitting that I didn't realize I needed. Doing the tie rod setup, and then realized that what's on the Humvee were both left-hand threads. So I got some parts coming for that, but it's basically everything's cut. All I need is the bung, the correct bung, and a tie rod. And then that'll go together, and I'm mocking up the exhaust. So exhaust is a new one for me. I've never messed with it, but so far pretty easy. Stuff's easy to cut. Just kind of figuring out my angles. Angle with angle. Trying to use every little trick I got. Using some tape for some clean cuts. Oh, I had a great idea. So when I was welding earlier, I caught some stuff on fire, and I thought, you know, putting a fire extinguisher on your rig in the middle of the build or in the beginning is not a bad idea, because I was thinking, what am I going to do if my fuel tank catches on fire or something stupid happens? So fortunately, I've got 2 fire extinguishers racked up, and there's another big one down on the bay, and I got a 30-pounder in the garage somewhere. But I was just thinking, from a safety perspective, that's a pretty darn good idea. Just have your fire extinguisher ready to rock. Okay, back to it. I'm real close. Definitely gonna make it to KOH. So maybe if I can get this thing put together, the steering together tomorrow, I'll go do some donuts. I'm really looking forward to donuts. I haven't slept in the last 2 days because I'm so excited to do a donut. I like to eat donuts too. It's KOH day. We are leaving in like 5 hours, and it has been raining relentlessly. My garage is flooded. I've been trying to get outside to do some work, but it's just raining too hard. So I'm fiberglassing a seat back together. I've been grabbing all my parts and tools. The rain is letting up. It was like torrential downpour for most of today, and this is light. I mean, it's actually nice. I tried to work under the tarp, and puddles of rain were just crashing on top of me, and I was trying to just force myself to get it done, and I just couldn't do it. So as soon as this lets up, it should be another hour or two, then I'll get out and I'll weld the rest of the front end together, or the tie rods, and I got a lot to do. So I don't think we're gonna get on the road till late tonight, but we're gonna do it. We're getting out of here. So I think I'll just keep packing, do what I can in the dryness, and then when the rain lets up, I'll get under the Humvee, weld stuff up, and load her and hit the road. All right, so it's 11 o'clock at night. I didn't film anything today because it was hectic. It was raining and just miserable, but the Humvee's on the trailer. Well, I got some new lights on the trailer. You can actually see when I'm signaling stopping. I'll show you my boat trailer later. It's badass. But that's not a boat. There's some questions there. All right, so we're hitting the road. Be at KOH in the morning. I'm hoping we can hook up with the Viking guys and do some fun stuff. So here we are on our way. Stopped in Barstow for a little bit of breakfast, and got into camp. Had to do some work on the rig, and look who we found, Trail Mater. But didn't get a chance to find Rory. He was hiding from us. So we finally got out on the trail and started to have some fun. We made it. I already had a couple mechanicals. The fan clutch is stuck open, so we had to disconnect something to get the fan to kick on. It's a hydraulic deal. And then, oh, check this out. Ripped the exhaust off, hit a rock. Didn't last long. It was like the very first rock we went over. It's all right. That's why you come out and test stuff out. It's got one of them whistle tips. I can't operate a phone like this. But there's Hammertown. All right, king of the hammers. Met up with Brian from Viking Motors, super nice guy. Just kind of decided to invite ourselves along to go wheeling with him, and then this 6PT showed up. And this guy's got open lockers front and rear, and that thing just wheels like crazy. Nice truck. So we're struggling to learn the rear steer. Chance is yelling at me, go left, and I'm going right, and my hoses are wiring him backwards. Look at him, he's a... You listening to that guy? We're having good times though. And there's Hammertown. Hammer down at Hammertown. Go! Yeah, go, go, go! Back up to where you were and don't let off till you get up here. Right there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Holy shit. Well, we got back from KOH pretty close to midnight last night. I was showered in bed by midnight, so that's not too bad. Feeling a little deflated though, kind of like my tires. So I knew that there were some things that weren't quite ready on this rig, and I did not take the time to put that skid plate on, which, you know, would have taken me another hour, but I didn't have the fasteners. So damage report, some body damage. We ended up going down back door, and I'm sorry I didn't film pretty much anything just because it was so complicated, just driving rear steer, focused on doing what we were doing. And even my buddy is not a very good filmer, I don't think, so we just focused on having fun. But we ended up getting stuck on back door trying to come down, and had a couple broken half shafts we didn't know about, and by the time we get down we couldn't turn around and go back up, so we had to come down and basically endoed down back door, and a little fiberglass damage, push the hood back a little bit. That's probably where I did the little body damage there, which I could straighten out. One of the first things I did is I hit a rock and it ripped my exhaust out, so there's what's left of the exhaust, which is not a big deal. I kind of expected something like that might happen. Again, more damage from back door, just coming off that ledge. It's basically a waterfall. If you don't know what it is, it's about a 5 or 6 foot waterfall, and just came straight down. Hit the boom, gave the boom a good test. Let's see, yeah, a little body damage there. Apparently I caught the corner of somebody's back bumper, and so I'll make some quarter panels. I mean, that's merely a flesh wound. Half shafts, oh god, the worst of it's probably under here. So I did nick the hydro steer. It doesn't look damaged. I got a little nick on the hose over there. The bad stuff is I got into the trans pan, and that looks pretty bad, so I'm hoping there's no damage. It seems to be shifting and stuff, but I hit the oil pan too, so I'll have to drop that, make sure I didn't. I'm hoping the sump's in the back, so it's still got oil pressure. Let's see, tie rod end is bent, which jacked up my steering. It was towed away the heck out, so I didn't want to steer. Pretty much 3 of my half shafts are busted at the portal. So I had spare half shafts, but at the time I wasn't prepared to do a trail repair just because it was still moving. So I was able to limp home. I guess positive side, I didn't rip the gas tank out. Transfer case seems to be okay. Most of the parts are still here, so she can be rebuilt. It's just tough when you put so much time into something and then you go right back to the drawing board. So I might take a couple days off. I might pull a couple things apart just to make myself feel somewhat accomplished, but I still got to make some progress on this mess. I'm living in chaos here. So today's clean the house, clean the garage, laundry day. If I got some time, get back into this pig. So, all right, well, stay tuned. Viking Motors, they might have some pictures of us wheeling, so I'll see if I can hit them up for a couple videos they took. I guess we had a couple good airborne shots, but hung out with Brian with Viking Motors and his wife, and good people, good, cool people. So looking forward to hanging out with them again soon. All right, take care. All right, I'll just add that I am an idiot. I know that Humvees are not meant for rock crawling. They're ground clearance is too low, and they're independent suspension, which sucks on rocks. So I know what I'm getting into here. This is all my fault. Just stick with me here and let's see what we can do. Thanks for watching.